All right, we are fucking rolling. Yoga
What's up,
farts.
everybody? Wait, what?
You're talking about yoga farts. Oh wait, hold on. Dang. All right, we're gonna do some impromptu readjusting. In 1 second. Talk about yoga farts. What's
Yoga
going on?
Yoga
fart.
farts.
What's going on? What's
Can I,
what?
can I change
So
my
what's up
t-shirt?
with yoga farts? That should
Pretty
be
sure
our
I wore
next
this hoodie in the
T-shirt.
last podcast, and I don't want to be weird and wear it again.
Your
Do it.
Virginia Rock hoodie?
Yeah, I definitely wore it in the last one.
Who
People just think
cares,
you're really serious about being, straight edge.
bro? We should make a T-shirt. Yoga farts. I think that would. I think it's funny, bro.
Yeah.
It's like gym rats having a hoodie that says pump cover.
I don't even know what that means.
It's a hoodie that hides your pump, like when you're looking big and jacked, but your hoodie hides it because they put a hoodie on, so it's called pump cover. Covers your pump.
I don't think it's quite the same, but I can dig it.
It's not. It's kind of like it. It's just that one of those like fucking funny
It's cork,
phrases.
right?
It's funny phrases. I got food.
Oh man, you guys, sometimes my stomach is like, it makes me feel like I'm gonna throw up. I got so much like pressure in my gut.
Dude, I'm so glad I don't have a sensitive stomach.
Well, I think
All
it's just
right,
that
let's
I
go,
haven't.
boys.
Hey, gang, we in here. Goofy gang, wonderful entertainment.
I was like, yo, I got that hoodie. I was like, yo, I'm gonna wear that beanie. Then I saw this one. I was like, fuck, dude, this one's gonna look fire.
There we go. Catch that one?
What?
Where you catch a yoga fart on the mic?
I didn't hear it.
I think I heard it.
Oh, that was a good one.
I
Fucking
don't
old
think I
fart.
realized what it was though.
Yeah. Dude, I okay. First of all, let's start the podcast with you. Welcome in, everybody. We got Zack eating as usual. I'm Kemper Woodruff. We got Josh Taylor over there, all the way from South Carolina.
South Kakalaki.
How about it? All right, so we're back. Is this episode 7 or 8?
7.
7 of Dawn Talk. Okay, so we've been going strong. We're almost to the 2-month mark, and we're just checking in for another week. We started doing this just for us, but we hope you guys like it. Right now, Zach's eating, but we're talking about yoga farts because they happen. Recently, I just started teaching a friend of mine some yoga because I had learned through a teacher named Saraswati Hewitt and Matthew Schulman here in Portland, Oregon. And they are amazing. Go follow them on Instagram. And anyways, I was always inspired by it because it definitely changed my life, but I was too timid to kind of like start teaching, like, because I held such reverence for it. I just kind of like doing yoga. Then I realized, like, oh, that's all you're really doing when you're teaching. It's just doing yoga. And it sounds stupid, right? Because that sounds super basic. But I mean, like, when you're in a class, oftentimes they're just kind of demoing it, and then you're doing the pose on your own, oftentimes, like, with your eyes closed, and they're just kind of there talking you through it, but they're not actually stretching with you. But for me, the way that I'm doing it is as I teach, I'm just basically doing it with you, so I can actually have the same sensation. And I find that it helps me to like go through it in a way where I can feel, in a sense, what you're feeling, you know, or at least keep it fresh in my mind. Like, oh, okay, at this point in time, you're probably feeling some level of severity within this gauge. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you do it to help you know what to say.
Yeah, yeah. And so it's just kind of cool, man. I feel like I'm like, yeah, getting paid to do something that I love. I can dig that. Then turn around, go buy guns with it, make videos about guns, and write that shit off. So that's the plan.
You
So
can't
there
write
is more.
everything off. Just know that.
No.
Hey, if it's an expense, you can. Hell yeah, you
I've
can.
talked to my mom about this. Not everything is a business expense, even though you think it is. I've talked
You
to
can
her about
claim
this.
it.
If you can write it off, just write it off.
No, I know,
You
but what I'm saying is you can't write everything off.
Well,
Yeah, you
yeah,
can
because
try.
at a certain point, your write-offs are you have to have profit to be able to like offset it. You know what I mean?
Um,
But hell yeah, you can totally write shit off. If I if a gun is a prop for a video, right, and I can't make this video without that, I can
no,
write that off.
I'm saying you can't write everything off. I guarantee you won't be able to write
Yeah, you
every
can't just.
single thing
I
off.
don't think you can just say everything's a prop for a video and write it off.
But if it's actually a prop for a video,
Uh, I I think there are rules to that. I I
Like
think
I
I'll
was
have
under
to
the
look.
I
dude
don't
for a
think it can
long
just be
time. I was
any
under the
video. I think there has to be a budget to the video and
well, dude, for a
proof
long
of like a
time, I
budget.
was under the assumption that you had to fucking that you could write everything off, and then I was like, I was talking to my mom about something, and she was like, "No, that's not how it works. You can't write everything off."
Yeah, but there's categorized expenses, right? So you could have like meals and entertainment would be like an expense that a lot of people will go out to eat and then they'll talk about something business related and then write the meal off. There's a lot of independent business owners and stuff that do that on the day to day. So
I
like,
wouldn't say day to
I'm
day,
not
but
saying that
yeah.
one small thing like a meal isn't going to be allowed. I'm just saying there are some things you can't write off. I'm not saying you can't write off fucking the normal shit.
some shit you can, but we're just not gonna go back and forth on this fucking podcast.
Yeah, but that's what I'm fucking saying. You just can't write everything.
Hey, I'm gonna try and write whatever I can off,
Do it.
motherfucker.
Fuck it.
You know what I mean? That's just the
I
way.
would, bro. I mean,
Hell
right off gas, bro, and
yeah,
No,
bro.
no, I
that,
was
like,
more so just letting you know.
Capitalism was made for us. You know what I mean? Because as a business, and someone who owns a business and is investing their own profit or their own livelihood back into it, man, you deserve that ability. Otherwise, they just look at you as a worker bee, and they're like, all right, well, you're not gonna do anything that's gonna exponentially contribute to the amount of money coming into this country, and so you don't get those same abilities. Which is kind of like on a fundamental human level, kind of messed up, right? But how do you make a system that's like doesn't have some kind of quirkiness to it?
Yeah. No system's gonna be perfect. It's about which one is genuinely gonna work best for us.
Yeah. Why is your water so murky? Is it just cold?
It's cold, but it's sparkling water.
Ah, okay.
he
Dude,
likes his sparkling water.
carbonation messes my stomach up.
I fucking love it, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming you don't drink like soda.
Yeah, I'm a weenie hut, bro.
Really?
Weenie Hut Jr.
Do you just drink water?
No, no, no. You belong at that one over there. Super Weenie Hut Jr.
I drink kombucha, so yeah, definitely super weenie hut junior.
You drink what? Do you drink like those like healthy like the spinach drinks and shit?
Well,
Like the super healthy drinks?
Kombucha is almost like blended spinach.
it's a bacteria. It's healthy bacteria for your
What the?
gut.
It,
So
it's
it's a
not the best
fermented.
taste.
Yeah, they let it ferment, and then yeah, some of it tastes bomb. It's just an acquired one.
The one that you gave me when I was at your house for the seminar,
Hmm.
that shit, I fought that one down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that one was fucking.
it's from a company called GT's Kombucha, and they have one called
Cheese kombucha?
Sacred Life, bro. And I'm telling you, it's the real deal. That will legitimately repair your stomach. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, dude, you're good, bro.
Jay,
When I call,
you on this?
I am.
Get your ass in the podcast.
I can't do it. I'm too faded.
You're whack as fuck. You better get your ass in this podcast.
No, I'm not. I just wanted to say what's up.
Come on, Jay. Come on, bro.
Jay.
Come on, bro.
You bugging.
One of my girls, bro.
Hey, well,
Come on,
just
bro.
remember,
Get her in the podcast.
when I
Who's
call,
bugging?
when
Tell
I
you
call.
podcast when I call.
Hey, Jay, you better be on the next fucking episode next Tuesday or Wednesday.
Say less.
All right, bet. We got our guest, Jay Knight. You can only see the top of his wavy little forehead.
That guy throwing up gang sign. Jesus Christ.
Later.
My mama is like,
What are you saying?
Oh yeah, that's my boy. He said,
Josh,
"Oh, my
don't
mama."
get surprised at the type of people fucking Kemper knows.
Oh no, I'll be surprised every time.
Yeah.
I know all kinds of people, man.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
a
Yeah, I
fucking
man of
know
the
that.
insane.
I
people.
see that now.
I'm a man of the people, man. And look,
Mm-hmm.
like, he don't even bang like that, so it ain't no thing, you know. He makes music and shit, but it's just that's where we come from, you know, different, you know, cultures and stuff.
Different
So
pockets.
yeah, like I've never banged, but I've always been, I guess you could say affiliated in the sense that it's always been in my periphery, or like a lot of my homies that are like close to me.
Like,
If you grow up in a lower income neighborhood or something like that, you're naturally just gonna be around people whose they might not be blood, crip, whatever set they're from, you know, but their families from that hood. And so that's just something that is like ingrained in them. You know what I mean? Like I have friends where they'd be like, if you walked in their house wearing red or blue, depending on which friend's house I go to, you know what I mean? They'd be like, "The fuck you doing?"
Yeah.
But they're not really like banging out on you. They're just giving you shit about it, you know?
yeah.
And that's just something that happens from around the way, no matter which way you around, you know? Unless you're in the burbs, straight burbs, South Carolina.
Burbs.
You guys got them hardcore squirrels out there, though.
What the fuck, dude?
Those fucking gray tails.
Those
Dude.
fucking gray tails.
Dude, we got some weird ass squirrels, bro. Swear to God. Our water heater, or what is it? No, our like AC unit.
Mm-hmm.
There was a little fucking bird nest, but it had like baby squirrels in that bitch.
What?
Swear to God. Yeah, we had a little
They're
bird nest.
commingling? They're
They were
flying
fucking
squirrels
chilling,
for
bro.
real?
Yeah, they're fast fuckers, bro.
Flying
They're
squirrel.
fast, dude.
Could you
They're
imagine
like,
a flying squirrel
dude.
with wings, though?
Dude, I have to watch out whenever I drive around. There's always squirrels running around in the road, and they'll like run across the street, and they'll go. They're so fast, dude.
Bro, you know what I
That's
heard
the-
about squirrels?
Huh.
I don't know the exact term because I didn't pay this close attention.
Alright.
But apparently, you could drop a squirrel from any height and it'll land unharmed because of
No
how its
way.
body it works with the physics on Earth.
Bro,
Someone
if
can
you
run a squirrel
drop
over and that shit's
motherfucking-
dead.
Dude, off the Eiffel Tower or something, that squirrel's done, son.
Bro,
I'm not.
hold on.
what
I'll
I'm
Google it.
saying,
I'll
bro.
Google it because I'm
Hey, bro,
dude. I need to
Look,
Google
I'm
this
not
now.
with animal cruelty, but like that's a theory that needs to be tested. would
If
it
a
would it
squirrel-
work? Would
If
it
a
work
squirrel
when it
can get
already
killed
dead?
by,
Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Josh?
if a squirrel can get ran over by a Ford Escape, no way that bitch surviving from 100 feet.
Oh, I was thinking if the squirrel's already dead and we throw it off, will it react the same way? Or do we need to test this with live squirrels? And how many squirrels is like a reasonable amount of squirrels to test this with?
As many as you need. It's like rats, bro.
So, all right.
They test all of them, bro.
Here's the first thing that I'm reading.
Okay.
I googled, can squirrels die from falling?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It says the constant velocity is special for any falling body and is known as its terminal velocity. Terminal velocity is the fastest that an object will ever fall, no matter what height it is dropped from. Squirrels, unlike most other mammals, can survive impacts at their terminal velocity, which is the fastest they can fall, they can survive it.
What the fuck? Dude. No, I still think I gotta test this theory because I think a squirrel off the Eiffel Tower is going down, son.
We got a
The
science
Empire
project.
State Building. We could put money on it, bro. But like,
Okay, here's
No, it's gonna
another
be our 7th grade science
here's
project.
another one
Kemper.
that I'm reading. It says, "How badly can a squirrel be injured when it falls from the tree?" All right, so now we'll get like a more direct one.
an approximate. All right,
Yeah.
hit me with it. I didn't think we'd be going down this rabbit hole. man, but
Fucking
fuck
squirrels.
it.
So here's this one. This one says, and this is on Quora, which is like, I don't know, I want to say it's like a Reddit. I don't know.
All right. All right.
It looks like
It's gotta be
similar to
true. It's gotta be true.
Karen Tide. She says, squirrels frequently die when they fall. You simply do not see the ones who die because they get eaten by dogs and other predators and scavengers. Okay.
Yep.
Squirrels often fall from wires in our backyard. If they are knocked silly, the dogs get them before they have a chance to run again. We find the
Yeah.
leftovers later.
Or
That might
alligators.
be because of the electricity, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're on the line and something, like, blows or something, the generator sends some shit down the line, it'll fuck you up.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I need to do some more research, but
That was total bro science that you were out here trying to pass.
nah, bro. Okay,
Oh.
here's another one.
Hunter-
Animalworldfacts.com.
Okay.
Can squirrels
Oh, I trust
survive
this.
any fall? Okay. Written by Elvis Alquez. I don't know how to say that.
That's a suspect ass name right there.
Squirrels are daredevils when it comes to height. I recently saw an amazing video of a squirrel that jumped into the void of its own volition from a rather tall building. Just as amazing was the fact that the squirrel landed alive. That's fucking Alquez.
You ever seen them videos of a squirrel with its nuts in the fence?
No, dude, that sounds terrible.
No.
Bro, dude, squirrels got some big nuts, dude.
Hell yeah, when they're in a fence. that's
Should
what
I
they look
should I look this up?
You
If you
guys
want
look
to
up
laugh
squirrel
a
nuts,
little
bro.
bit, you know, I mean, it's fucked up because, like, as a man, you look at it and you're like, oh, like, I don't know, like, my brother's got a little kitten or whatever. He was running around. I swear this cat had his nuts for a little longer than most cats have their nuts for or whatever. I felt so bad because I was like, bro, you're basically like a teenager and we've been kicking it. And then, like, one day he just takes you.
Dang, yeah, I'm not gonna
and
watch
come
that
back.
shit, bro. That makes me cringe a little.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got it's like human nuts, but little.
And he was pulling on him. He didn't know what to do.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I feel bad. I would have had to come and flick them out or something.
Were
You
we
grab
watching the
him.
same video?
Grab
No,
him
you
and
don't grab him. I'm fucking flipping.
you grab
Bro,
him, push his ass in so his nuts slack a little, and then you slide him out.
No, bro, I'd have just flicked his little.
Bro,
fucking-
you probably would have fucking ruptured his nuts, dude.
Ow, bro.
No, I don't think so, man. I think the squirrel
Dude.
might have bugged out and bit my shit. I'm not. Unless I got like some of those gloves that you handle like fire logs with and stuff. You know, the ones that are like all the way up. Here.
Yeah, bro, I would have
I
just
don't want him looking at me.
pulled the wood back so he
Ooh.
could slide them out.
That was in
okay.
Mississippi. The squirrel that got its nuts stuck.
Wow, you did a deep dive on that one.
Yeah. Also, the
Apparently.
video said it, but yeah.
It's a
Oh.
phenomenon that only happens in Mississippi,
Yeah.
but it
I
happens
guess.
regularly.
Damn.
It's the big nut squirrel epidemic.
Big nut squirrel. I mean, for squirrels, I mean, they got some nuts, dude. They got some.
Hey,
Literally.
balls are kind of weird when you think about like aerodynamics, right?
I wonder
Or
what
when
their
you think
wiener
about
looks like.
survival evolution.
Like if you think about running really fast, like
Dude,
having
Yeah,
this
why don't our
nut
dicks
in
just
your-
completely go in?
Wait, what the fuck?
Bro, what if only during sex our balls and our dick came out of our body?
Bro, that'd be weird.
Yeah, like it was smooth otherwise, and
Oh, that
then
Freak me out.
you go to have sex and it just all just drops out.
But does the hair appear, or are you just
Nah,
sitting there?
Like Well, no, because no, at that point, bro, it's like
Like it just all blossoms out like bush. Like the bush like rolls
I
up.
gotta get
like,
hard to shave.
Just a big
No,
green
it's
dick.
it just goes in the hole. It just goes in. It doesn't like the whole fucking shit goes in. It doesn't like fold like that. It
Well,
just
all I'm saying, it wouldn't be the same, bro, because like you're not looking at it. Like there's something to looking at your shit while you just, you know what I mean? Like,
what do you mean?
well, you guys are virgins, so
No, your dick
Yo-
comes out. No, what I'm
yo-
saying is when you are having sex, it comes out. Like you get hard, boom, it comes out of your body. And once you're
we're talking
soft,
about two different things, brother. I'm talking about real life, watching your meat.
no, I don't know where you got that from. That didn't make any sense to the fucking random ass topic we were talking about.
Dude, I'm just saying when you're watching yourself pump, bro, you're good. It's like working out times 10. Like imagine how good you
All right,
feel when
random
you get that
topic
fully
switch,
forward,
but
like,
fuck.
ugh. Well, I don't know how we wound up on there. It can't be that much more drastic than the squirrel nuts in a
You were
fence.
talking about how our bodies were aerodynamic and why our nuts were hanging out, and then I just added that our dicks should be in that conversation too.
I got ADD, bro. I don't know. Fucking
Well,
now you started talking about the flat pack. You know what I mean? If you got that
Josh
flat
is fucking-
pack, that innie, you know what
Yeah.
I mean, rather than an Audi.
Josh, why are you fucking being weird?
Y'all don't even want to know.
You're like fucking deflated over there.
He's
What's going
he's
on?
on his phone.
I know. Are you
I
texting?
looked
fuck?
too far into the squirrel shit, bro.
Yes.
Yo.
He was like starstruck at his phone. He's like, dude, what are you looking at over
I
there,
looked
Josh?
too far into this. Dude.
Okay.
Well, we need to hear now. We need to know.
That's
I was
fucking
watching the squirrels getting it on.
Oh my god.
Yo.
Bro, I was showing Zack that Richard Pryor stand up the other night.
That shit was so good.
Thanks for
Dude.
changing the subject.
It's fucking great. He's talking about like when dogs used to fuck and they get like locked up, like trying to find their way out.
Yo, this video, the squirrels, they were like, I don't even think it was like sags, bro. Maybe the video is like wrong. I don't
Squirrels
even
look
know.
like they fight.
Yeah, they were like
fighting.
running around and shit.
Yeah, squirrels
Oh,
look like
really?
they're fighting when they fuck.
Oh.
From what
Yeah,
I
they look like they were-
understand.
Hey,
Oh.
did you know the eagles make love in the air?
That's pretty hard.
That's fucking tight, bro.
That's
Dude,
hard as fuck.
I bet it is.
No, it's like dope. Like they didn't never touch the ground, like for just any bullshit reason.
Yeah.
Even to fuck. Like they're saying
Like,
like
imagine being in the air.
I'm only resting on the ground. I'm not doing anything else.
You're just flying in the air and it's like, woo.
Well, like, I think they like go up and then they like spiral down
Oh
together.
yeah, they like fall. They like link together and they like fall.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Wow.
pretty hard. That makes it even more hardcore, dude.
That's beautiful.
That is
I think the
actually pretty
only thing
beautiful.
that's cock blocking an eagle is fucking Mother Nature. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, you get
All these
struck by
hurricane
lightning or
forces.
something.
They're like, we're gonna go to the most private part of the world ever,
But
which
what
is
would-
the highest altitude anything can live, and just fucking
Bro,
fall.
And what would be more American than two eagles fucking after getting thunderstruck or like struck by lightning and they're just on fire and it's just this ball of
This
nut
ball
dust
of
on the
eagle
ground.
just
What was that?
Dude, I know I am an eagle. You see what I'm saying?
bro, no, what you sound like is
Gotta swoop on him, bro.
just fucking-
You ain't even ready for it, bro. The OG bald eagle right there.
Whatever.
Hey, that was pretty clever, bro. Honestly, I'm super proud of those beanies. Those beanies turned out good, bro.
Do you need another promo?
Personally, I would say the logo got made too big, but I like it.
I like that it's chunky, bro.
I like that it's chunky. I just feel like I don't know. But I like it overall.
The Got Dro is the best, but The Wonderful Entertainment, like especially because it's got that like glossy like sheen to it
Yeah.
on the white stitching because it's so
There we
well
go.
like stitched together. The thread count.
I wish the only thing that I kind of didn't like about the Got Dro was the beanies we did them on.
Oh, the navy blue.
Yeah.
See, for me,
Yeah.
I think the navy blue's super classic because it
Well, they
reminds
were
me.
like it wasn't necessarily the color; it was the material. It felt different than the other two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yo, it does. It's softer though.
It's softer, but it's not like as thick.
I think that's partially because of when we were doing
No,
the
maybe it is the
embroidery.
same. Hold on.
No, they're from the same company, Zach. The thing is when I did the embroidery with Joel
Mm-hmm.
on the OG ones, because it was a thinner lining in some of the parts of it, it pulled the actual beanie and caused it to kind of like crimp in a certain spot. So the OG ones fit a little bit tighter, and I think the Wonderful Entertainment ones do too. But the way that the Got Dro ones were like embroidered in there, it didn't pull as much.
Mm. Interesting.
Yeah, it honestly, you'd be amazed how many
Yo.
like trial and error runs happen before you find like that perfect point where you've dialed in some embroidery.
Yeah.
Embroidery is a weird, like finicky kind of thing, and it's expensive too. That's what I didn't
Yeah.
realize. I definitely took for granted. Like if you see like a Lacoste like with the alligator or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
because they have like multiple colors within that stitching of the alligator. I was like, man, I don't know. That's got to be like expensive to machine or something.
Yeah. It probably is, dude. I wish we had the money to make more clothes and promote it the way that I would want to do it. Because I
Yeah.
really enjoyed that whole process, like designing and coming out with new shit and whatnot.
Hell yeah. And it's cool, man. Like Josh, you get pride rocking our stuff, but imagine if you designed something with us and we had like a collab, you know? When you put that on, you'd be like, you
Yeah.
probably spray so much cologne on yourself, people just be passing out behind you. All the homeless people, if you're in Portland, come up, try to get high under your armpit and shit.
Oh my god. Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Is that what they do with you?
No.
Well, if I have an Italian attack and I just fucking start curling like crazy, there's only bicep curls. My other hand's fist pumping just to stay pumped.
You better start jerking off.
Hell yeah, bro.
I was about to be like,
Nah, bro, you just start trying to get there, but you can't, and then you're like, oh shit, all right. Well, only kind of funny. Well, at least it was worth a little scoff.
It was a little funny.
Maybe next week. Sorry, guys, didn't mean to let you down on that one.
Maybe next week.
Hey, bro, who's on your shirt? Is that Willie
Oh.
Nelson?
He's not that. No.
you know who Danny Duncan is?
No.
No, he doesn't know who
No?
Danny Duncan
Oh.
is.
Well, now I do, but
No, that's
What do
some
you-
random old guy Danny Duncan met in a video.
oh, okay.
No, well, yeah, it's an old guy that Danny Duncan makes videos with.
Huh.
So he's like a super old dude, like 70s. I don't even know.
Didn't he die?
Danny Duncan will like bring strippers over and the strippers will like dance on him or
That's
like
pretty cool.
they
He's
shoot
just
like
trying to assassinate this dude in the
They'll-
coolest way possible.
they'll like shoot like fireworks off and he's cool. They call him
No.
Papa.
I can dig it,
I think
bro.
he's cool.
When we got our dough 100% right, you're gonna see so many random collabs like that where I'm just gonna meet people because that's why I started this to begin with. I was like, I've met so many cool people in my life that will never be Matthew McConaughey level famous where everyone knows, right? And I was
I
like,
will.
well, I was like, how will
Just
I
fine.
get this out to the people? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do I let somebody share their story of just like who they are and fuck with it and just pick their brains and let them be whoever they are on here, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the most like organic reciprocity and like respect that you can give somebody is just to honor them and just let them be and do what they want and give them a platform to do it bigger and better if possible. I mean, we sit on here and just talk shit and dog each other, but I mean, when we get people that are real professionals in
Yeah.
here,
I got fucking
Let's get Joe
clothes in
Rogan
my
on
bed.
here.
Yeah.
I would love. Look, someday I'm gonna be on Joe Rogan. Watch, you guys can find this random hole in the wall kind of thing.
Well, you're gonna either have to be someone that's a doctor or someone that's a fighter or
You really
I
don't
don't know.
watch Joe Rogan, do you?
Or you'll have to be like a
'Cause
transgender.
Just no,
he's like,
no.
he's like, you have to
I don't know.
have fucking, you have to go to school for 8 years. You have to fucking fight in an
Yeah.
octagon, and you have to
Yeah.
change your gender to get on Joe Rogan.
Yeah, exactly. Mm.
Didn't
yeah.
mention that he's got musicians, film directors, business owners, fucking
those
random
are
people
okay.
who achieve crazy athletic things, fucking hikers, hunters, authors,
Black woman that's Republican.
whatever her name is, Candace Owens.
Candace Owens. You could be like her one day.
Yeah, Kemper's not political, so
Hey.
Really? Are
can't really be like
none of y'all political? Is it just me?
yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
dude. I think there's better ways of going about shit.
Yeah.
Like, I think right now the best thing that we could do if we were to like mess with politics is to get all the smartest people, and in order to like truly bring democracy to where it should be up to date is to have like a current live stream of all the different things. So we go, hey Zach, hey Josh, where do you want your actual tax money to go? And then you're
Yeah.
like, hey, I think we need more healthcare, I think we need more freaking teachers or more welfare, whatever it may be, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually see in real time like the demographics of who's choosing what, so we can see which people in which neighborhoods are actually being affected by what and where they're placing priority on what needs to be done. And so you have stuff that can be taken from this huge like macro level onto a micro level where you're looking at like a community,
Mm-hmm.
and you can have all the statistics in real time from the floor, like the rooter to the tutor, all the way to the ceiling. I
Well,
think that
yeah.
would be the way to do it. I'm doing a podcast, dude. Do you want to be on the podcast?
Boom. But that would be interesting. Although it wouldn't be like, I mean, that shit would be hard as fuck to set up. I would say.
Well, I think it would only be hard because, in the sense that we think we have to like a magician pull the freaking towel out from underneath all the table that's set, right? I think you just build it and build it with a fucking urgency. You know what I mean? If we got Tesla trying to build fucking tunnels under bullshit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
He ain't the only
actually
smart person.
it's a
Like,
completely different company. No, I'm
See,
kidding.
but like, what's
look,
categorized as smart? You know, like you can. I mean, at that point, that's like discrimination, though. If you like,
No, it's
towards
not because you
people
don't
not
want
smart.
someone stupid working on the tax fucking shit.
I mean, no, but like,
I think there's levels of shit, right? Like, someone could smoke some weed, like I've done many times, and been like, fucking, this would fix taxes, bro. And I might have that idea. But as you guys can see, I'm just learning Discord now. I don't know how the fuck to
Yeah.
organize that idea. I just know I need to put it out there and hopefully someone does it. That's the
Yeah.
best I got for you, because I know where my level of intelligence meets action on that subject, I guess. Some things I just don't know. I'm still figuring out how to talk again after this damn car accident. I swear to God, you guys, I must have got a hell of a concussion or something. Because I don't
Yeah.
even organize sentences. Have you noticed that, Zach?
I don't. I mean,
I feel really incoherent. Like, as I'm talking to other people, like I'm trying to express myself, but like
yeah.
my ability to actually find words and like make sentences, it makes me sound stupid when I say it, but genuinely like I could articulate myself much better. Now it only comes out in spurts, and then it's like talking retarded again.
I haven't noticed it because I don't think we like if we were talking like every day again, yeah, I would probably notice it a little bit more.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I fell out, bro. I
Mm.
was like depressed
I,
after that.
I think you're talking like I think you're communicating a lot better tonight than you like normally have been.
Well, thank you,
Mm.
dude. Because
Sometimes, like the first couple of times we made a podcast, like that shit was going through one ear and out the other, and like I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Either this
yeah,
dude's like saying nonsense, or he's a fucking whiz, and I got to get out of this fucking
you were
group."
you were going on a rant. You were going on your
But
normal
then,
rant.
like the third one, like our last one,
yeah,
totally made sense. Like
yeah.
everything was just hitting, dude.
Well,
But
good. I guess I'm getting back into it. I got to get my reps in or something, dude.
I'm
Because
talking about squirrels and shit. That shit made sense too. I don't know how, but it fucking did. Oh man.
yeah, well, at least it's starting to come together a little bit. Because I swear to God, sometimes even when I'm at work and I'm trying to like break down a gun to people and explain like the components of it, I know
Mm.
exactly what I'm talking about. But literally, it's like my brain, like I can't
They're like,
find the
damn,
word.
this guy's eligible to give out guns. Holy shit! Like,
Yeah, isn't
fuck.
that well, it's more just explaining the actual like internals and stuff, but when you're
Yeah,
trying to explain like ballistics and shit like
yeah,
that, when you
yeah,
can't freaking pull the words out of your brain, it's a
yeah.
pain in the ass, dude. That's why I'm like, just to be completely honest with you guys, man, like this is kind of me saying fuck it and going for it. That's what this podcast
Dude, I
represents to me.
can't believe there's people in the world that don't want anyone to have guns.
Yeah.
That's I don't like.
If the world never had guns, it would be different. But
No,
the
we just
world
Yeah,
has guns, which
archaically
means we
beat the
can't be
shit out of
like, hey, we can't, like, the world already has guns. So to try to say that we don't need them and we need to take them away from people is irresponsible and unsafe.
yeah,
I think that to expect violence to disappear is irrational because when you
It
look
is.
at the emotional spectrum, you're never going to get negativity to not exist because without it, you can't have positivity.
Yeah.
Now, you can get to a point in um, taking care of people, probably societally, and creating a way that we live our lives that actually is somewhat utopian, you know, so we're not just in this weird rat race of capitalism or whatever you want to
Mm-hmm.
call it. That would probably drastically decrease the willingness to be violent from people. But I think if you oppress people long enough, you're naturally gonna see some sort of negativity pop out of them because they're living in it and they're witnessing it and observing it and internalizing it. And if they don't have anything else feeding their brain, what's to what's to
yeah,
make that an irrational thought? If you see violence regularly,
yeah.
it normalizes it. You know what I mean?
I kind of
I
well,
mean, people
I've
can
had
use
just
anything as a weapon.
I re- like
You know.
I really want a gun, dude. I don't. Obviously, my mom doesn't want anyone having a gun in the house, but I really want a gun because I've had some fair exchange moments of me driving around and I got a wackadoo that's following me into my neighborhood or ends up being my neighbor that's pissed off for some reason, and or I got an angry neighbor knocking on my door for some stupid reason. So I
Honestly, it's just a good tool to have because in
yeah
reality, like it is an equalizer of force to a certain extent.
yeah
And I think about it kind of like drugs, right? Like if I legalized heroin, you wouldn't
yeah
just go and try it.
yeah
You might, I mean, but it just
mm,
depends on the person,
yeah
you know? And so, I mean, in terms of guns, I think the problem that we're running into right now that's kind of startling is like too many people buying guns that have no willingness or desire to train, and no frame of reference for what they're actually getting into because your brain is not used to. We have these little monkey minds still, you know what I mean? If you have an explosion going off this far from your face, your brain is not used to dealing with that, you know? So
yeah
it's a little bit jarring. Um, like inexperienced shooters, like first time shooters, oftentimes because they don't really know what to expect, can actually shoot a little more accurate than someone that has gone shooting like maybe only 2 or 3 times and is trying to like anticipate like recoil or something like that. And if you look at that person now having to use that in a like high pressure, high stress situation in a public area, it's like, ugh, yikes. You know, so I think it's deeper than wanting safety. You know, I think everybody wants safety and wants to feel safe, but choosing a gun as your means isn't the end of that road. It's just the beginning of the journey. Does that make sense, guys?
That last part didn't really make sense to
yeah
me.
that last part.
What
I
about like it
like
being
like I was understanding the whole
Well, it was the part where you were like literally what you just said. Like a gun isn't. It's like the beginning of a journey. I'm like, wait a
yeah that
second.
part didn't make sense. I was getting how like a lot of people tend to use it for safety, but then there's a good bit of people that like don't.
well, it's
Like
also
everyone like when they go to buy a gun, everyone's like, "Oh, I'm getting it for safety." But then yeah, there are people that don't take like the repercussions of um like training, and
hmm
they totally just scratch that and think they're totally like good off with no training.
that's
And
what I'm saying. Like people
yeah.
thinking that they're Rambo, and I'm saying that you need to,
Yeah.
if you get that, take it upon yourself to educate yourself and to train yourself
Yeah.
on how to use it properly. And I just want to say though, there's this whole other side that people ignore. It's like kind of going back to that heroin thing. Just because you have a gun doesn't mean that you're going to go out and kill people. You
Yeah.
know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's kind of the argument that they make for like suppressors and stuff. If I'm shooting a gun all the time, or if I have a family and God forbid I do have to use this, shooting a gun inside of an
Yeah.
enclosed space could really fuck some shit up,
Yeah.
especially if you
Yeah.
got little baby ears in the building or whatever. So
Yeah. Speaking of baby, man, I changed my fire alarm batteries today, and I had to like test. I had to change like 5 of them,
Them
and
shits
every
is
time I
loud.
changed them, that shit beeps so loud, dude. I oh,
That shit's loud, bro. It's
I
supposed
got
to
baby
wake you
ears,
up.
dude.
yeah, bro, when you shoot a gun with no ear protection, it's like like
Yeah,
your
it's
ears
pretty
are
rough.
burning,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I shot an elephant gun, dude. That shit was crazy.
Oh, what?
What?
Yeah,
That's a
bro. When
lot.
I was with Nick Ayers from college, we went up
Oh,
into
like
the
Oh,
an
fucking
elephant?
mountains. He had
Like
an elephant gun. It's a single loaded. It's a single loaded like shotgun looking thing. You like flip it down and you put like a
mhm.
shotgun shell into it, but it's a fucking massive ass slug. And you
okay.
just fucking it just go. That shit was crazy,
Ooh,
bro.
I
bro.
wonder what the caliber was on it.
He said it was an elephant gun. I don't know what the caliber would have been, but he said that shit fucking it bruised my arm. It's the only
Yeah.
gun that's ever bruised my arm.
Oh yeah.
That shit was
Especially like
crazy.
a lot of those. I mean, now they probably have good rubber like butt stocks on them.
Yeah.
But can you imagine like fucking Teddy Roosevelt shit?
Bro, that shit was probably hardcore.
But honestly, like what I was getting into and what I wanted to say is like guns are kind of like archery in a sense. It's not quite the same
Yeah.
connection that you have um, to a bow,
Bro, archery is really fun.
but in terms of like lining things up, like your sight picture and being able to do it and actually become one with the machine, you know, so you understand the timing, the trigger reset, how to handle it, like how much recoil a certain pistol is going to give you, the weight, the balance of it, like all that kind of stuff. Really interesting, you know, and like a lot of people don't even know that they're off center when they're aiming or whatever, because it's such a like millimeters off, you know. But once you take that at distance, it's gonna be like, oh shit, I'm always shooting high, and you didn't realize it until you have a red dot. Like once you put a red dot on a pistol, you'd be amazed at how much it will increase your ability to keep that gun completely level once you start training with it, because you realize like, man, I got to really like sink in there and keep it and really squeeze these two fingers, and it'll help kind of like drop that slide nice and level for you. It's interesting though, because oftentimes I'll hand people a gun with a red dot that's on, and they'll be like, "Is it on?" And it just shows like how off they were. They can't even see the dot. Yeah,
That's
I
pretty
don't mean to
crazy.
always talk about guns or whatever, but it's something that I'm around all the time, so it's an
Yeah.
interesting
No,
Yeah.
I mean I
thing to
like
me.
guns. Hopefully I can get one sometime
Move
soon.
out and you'll get one.
We'll see what my dad wants one also. And my dad wants to like most people should go for training. Me and my dad have talked about it, and we both want to at least go shooting like once a week or something.
Oh yeah.
Um, and like try it like our best, to
Hmm.
train and be able to like shoot something. I mean, we also just kind of want it as like something we can go do in our free time,
Hmm.
like
I.
not really use it mainly for like have it for protection, of course,
Hmm.
but we mainly want it as something like me and him can go do, and
Yeah,
so.
it's super cool.
Mm.
Um, and I see it as like an awesome bridge where a lot of like people that are, like kids that are your age are kind of putting their dad on game, and their dad's like discovering YouTube and this whole thing, and now like they have camaraderie and stuff over it, and it's like this weird like pseudo masculine
Yeah.
bonding experience that they couldn't find by, I don't know, maybe they didn't throw a
Yeah.
football together or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, I did all that stuff. Football, through baseball, play basketball, all that stuff with my
Mhm.
dad. But now that I'm older, when you get older, it's kind of more tough to like kind of have a bond with your parents, I guess. Just like, cause when you're little, it's just like they're like your best friend. And then when you get older, you kind of like I met you guys, and I'm
Bro, I had a totally
low
different
key. I'd rather talk
childhood.
to you guys all day than my parents. But
I had a totally different childhood experience than you, bro.
dude, I grew up
Yeah.
so innocent, man.
Lived
If
up
you knew me when Jack,
different. Like, bro,
like,
your childhood compared to Josh's childhood and compared to my
here, hold
childhood.
on. Let me finish my point, and then we can talk about my childhood.
Well,
But
no, I'm not
basically,
even
like,
getting into it, but go
yeah.
on.
But basically, like, used to play sports with like my dad, whatever, and my mom would come to my games and all that.
Mhm.
Um, and now like I don't really like play sports. I don't do anything that they would be interested in. But like I'm getting them into like crypto, and like I'll tell them like what's new, like with crypto, what's going on, and which one to invest in, and
I think
so.
it just
And then me
changes.
and my dad talk about guns, but there's
You
some
be,
little things.
you become like a friend the older you get. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Where
yeah,
like when you're younger, you have so much free reign and individuality almost
yeah.
in just being who you are, because they're like, hey, it's just a kid. And
Hmm.
they may try and like steer you as hard as they fucking can in whatever direction they want to.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
at the end of the
well,
day,
yeah. So talking about steering, I mean, when I was like, man, like since I was born to mm, like 14 maybe, before I moved
mhm,
to South Carolina, um, We didn't go to like we weren't LDS. All like you know LDS like Mormons.
I didn't know that.
No, yeah. So
It's
since I
Latter
was
Day
little,
Saint.
yeah, yeah. So we were Mormon, and you know my parents have been through whatever they've been through, and they just don't want me to go through that. And
Mm-hmm.
so they became Mormon, and man, they loved the crap out of it. Like my dad loved it, and they were like super passionate about it. And um, I mean that's their thing, but they tried to have me go, and we tried going every Sunday, and um,
Hey, bro. Apparently, they got some fly ass churches up in the Mormon family and faith. Like, dude,
yeah, bro, they're amazing. They're like I don't even like you have to like experience it for yourself. Like I can't just tell you about it and like you're
bro.
like,
My
whoa,
cousin's a lesbian and she
like
lied to get in. Like, I swear to
that.
God,
I mean, that doesn't even matter. I mean, like,
she just wanted to
dude,
see the fountains and shit. Like, she said they had some kind of
yeah,
like fountains and like golden elephants or some kind of crazy
golden
stuff.
angels.
Gold angels? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like at the top of like temples. So there's your basic church, and then there's temples that are like the house, like the earthly like house of God kind of thing. Like it's like the closest thing to heaven that is on earth. I would
Okay.
say. I don't know like any specifics. I can like tell you the actual thing, but that's what I would say it is like. And they have these golden angels. I forget what is it's actually a prophet. It's not an angel. Um but it's someone that's in the Book of Mormon, which is
The super baller.
yeah.
Was he a super baller? Was he the one that he got the
I
bang
would
on
assume
his
so. I
dick?
mean I mean if you get your own statue on top of a temple, I mean, come on. You
But you
must
know
be
something,
baller.
man? I gotta say, man, all jokes to the side,
Yeah.
every single Mormon person I've met so far is like they're super nice.
Yeah, bro.
Wackadoodles, but completely nice. And I love it
Yeah.
because I'm a wackadoodle. I'm a
Yeah.
wackadoodle. I'll be the first one to tell
Oh,
you.
dude, they're so like they're nice wackadoodles. Like
Yeah.
they'll be funny and like all dorky without even knowing, you know.
Bro, I never
And it's
been with
just,
Mormon girl though, I don't think.
well, I don't know. The girl, mm, I don't know. Some are very wackadoo. Like they're just always like that, and you know, they're just. It's a cool, humbling experience to meet someone that's. I mean, obviously they've made mistakes, but it's just also cool to know that they're just like
They're trying, bruh.
they're very happy where they're at, and they're as pure as they can be, and they try to be nice every single day. Like it's just nice meeting someone that wants to be nice 24/7, you know?
Yeah,
Like
they're
it's
trying
just like
to
it's
do
that
whatever.
their goal. Like they're just super passionate people about like church, and they just want everyone to join and be happy.
Well, I think also there's like a whole life around that. Like that's like one thing that makes this person, right? But then there's this
Yeah.
whole other like thing that makes them a comprehensive
Yeah.
individual. And like it's where you see people get weird is when they're like hyper focused on one thing and they can't get off of you like being anything else. But I think that in order to be a Mormon, like if you
Yeah.
actually go out and do the like thing where you're going door to door trying to like
Yeah. I did
spread
that
it,
for a little. I was
bro.
You do it when you're 18, but I did when I was like 17. Or no. When I was like, I don't even know, maybe like 16 or so. Um, they had you do it for your church, and it was like a little practice. So I would go doing it to like um people that were in the church and kind of practicing, and if I ever wanted to go on a mission somewhere. But
So do you think that that rejection made you a better person, like facing all those like? Because I that's got to be a hard sell, bro. You know what I
No, he
mean?
only
Like
did it
I
to
try to
people in the church.
well, I did it to people in the church, but also like kind of in the neighbor, like it was a neighborhood thing. But most people in Utah are Mormon. That's where I did it. So.
oh, but what see what I'm talking about is like if you actually had to go to like a whole other place,
Oh,
you know what I mean?
so,
Like it's
well, yeah, and we have them. We invite the missionaries over just because we were Mormon for so long, and it's always nice to have missionaries, have them come into your house. So we'll like chat and see how they're doing, and um, you offer them like drinks or whatever, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
cool. It's cool talking to them because like I remember when I was in Utah and like everyone was just so nice, and so
Yeah.
when they're in our house, it's like man, I kind of miss like being in Utah, but then
Mhm.
it's like and you get to hear all these cool stories of like where they're from and like what their missions like what it's been like and all these crazy people they've like cool and like maybe like some kind of people they've been meeting, but it's
Hey,
so
bro,
cool. It's so cool.
my brother Joseph, like you guys, I'll have him on the podcast.
Yeah.
Joseph's family, they're Mormons, bro. The
Awesome.
coolest, bro. And
Yeah.
like, he's got family in Utah, and I really want to go out there. I want to go snowboarding, bro. I think it would be so
Yeah. Yeah, for
dope.
sure, dude.
Make a
It's so
snowboard
fun.
trip out
It's
there.
so fun.
Yeah, like when I have a vacation home someday,
You're gonna have one in Utah.
definitely. Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, dude. Yo, go like if you want to vacation, like put one in like Salt Lake, bro. Salt Lake's like the center of everything. Like you can go to s- good drive to Park City. Park City's where like all the good snow and shit's at.
Hmm.
Like snowboarding, skiing, all that, dude. Oh,
Dude,
Park City.
I I went to Montana, to Whitefish, Montana, to go snowboarding
Yeah.
with my dad, and that was like, I think that's kind of like the only trip that I guess we went to Hawaii too one time when I was older, but yeah, that was kind of like one of the only real like vacations we had, and it was just me and him. And I remember when I was out there, I was at this resort because it's a small little town, but it is dope, bro. And
Yeah.
right there, there's like condos, so it's like ski lifts, condos. I want to own something like that where it's like I would rent it out. Oh man, all my friends, what?
Yeah.
Go have fun, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, um, included with how like awesome and nice people are in Utah, like just going everywhere, like the people that work at places, like it's such a like different experience than like any other state you'll be in.
I want to see what's up with
Like
Colorado too.
Yeah, I've
Colorado,
never
I would
explored
say,
Colorado.
Yeah, Colorado sounds dope. I think my aunt lives out
um,
there. Gotta check.
I have some. I think Arizona, like all the state, like if they're close, like if they border Utah, I've heard that they're kind of Mormon, but they're more on the like.
I don't care about the Mormon, Josh. I ain't
No, I
going.
know. I'm just saying, like there's still like surprisingly some like Mormon and stuff, like a lot in like Arizona and Colorado.
Oh yeah.
I don't know,
I
but
I think
Colorado,
I think back in the day, the like multiple wives thing really was a good sell on the Mormons. You know what I mean?
For
Like
sure, dude.
bro, get out of here, dude. That was like 17, dude. Dude, get out of
it
here.
was
That was
scratching that
like,
shit,
dude,
Also
son.
got him.
bro, that was like 400 years ago. I don't know what you're talking about. I
I
hate
don't
I
that, dude.
care.
wonder why it
Dude,
changed.
Hey, that pootie
and
was still hitting. You know what I mean? They're like, hey, I don't give a fuck.
dude, and the thing is, it's kind of weird going to a different church now because I go to
Yeah.
like a Baptist church,
Mhm.
and that's the most common thing over here in the South. And
I went to a
like,
Baptist
whenever
church.
I tell someone I'm Mormon, it's like, oh, it's either like I get the response that like they think I was raised the wrong way, or I get the response as in like, oh, you have multiple wives, or like, oh, you're like you
Yeah,
don't
so
drink
you believe,
coffee,
son.
and
You
it's either
believe in
they
church.
think I was raised the wrong way in the wrong church, or they're amazed at like the things I did while I was raised. You know,
Ah,
it's
interesting.
like, oh, you were on the wrong path, or oh, you didn't drink coffee. Whoa, what's wrong with you? You know, like I
Whoa,
drank
that's
coffee,
cool.
dude. Like I'm
I didn't
not.
know that they don't drink coffee.
I didn't follow all the rules. We're not all perfect. My bad. I drank some coffee. Like,
Nah, man.
My bad, I
Like,
had 4 wives.
yeah.
my
And
bad, dude. I didn't know I was wrong.
I didn't
I
know that
didn't
we
know it
were
was
gonna.
illegal.
I didn't think we were going this deep on religion.
Who
I
knew?
thought this was a goofy ass religious podcast. It kind of is though, like, cause I swear everything is philosophy when you break it down.
I've I've tried like with politics. Church like religion should not be in politics. I'll tell you that 100%. And like whenever like even though I've gone to these different churches, like since I've moved from Utah, I've tried different like churches and stuff. Because I've always been like a church guy. It's always like interesting like hearing all these stories
Me
of like
too.
old Bible times and like even like these like myths people think that happen like today. It's just
Mhm.
crazy.
And
And
getting all dressed up, going in there, you
yeah,
see all the kids looking like all cute when they got
yeah,
the
bro.
suspenders and shit, and
It's just
bro, nothing
there's
is
something about
better.
church.
Yeah,
Like it doesn't
seeing the
matter
way
if you believe
kids,
or not.
yeah,
It doesn't matter believe or not. Whatever. I mean, you can even if you want to go to church and like you might believe, but believe in something totally different than most of the people there do.
mhm.
Dude, church is still so interesting. It's like a classical experience.
That's a good way to
Like
put it, bro.
it's
Well
so
said.
old school. It's like one of those things that like it will adapt over time. Like now they're putting like big screens in like churches and stuff, and they're like adding music and whatever, and they're adapting. But like no matter what, there will always be like the simplicity of like dressing up and just sitting with your family or whatever, and it's just
Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of cool, man.
yeah,
We
it's
come
just like
together as like a unit and shit. I always been like a
yeah,
straggler. I've
like
tried
and
to
it'll always be like a place you can go and like meet new random people that like either someone will be like totally different and maybe you don't like them, but like there's always gonna be like someone at like a church that like everyone there has like the same goal per se, you know. And it's
yeah,
just
they're
kind of
coming
cool.
with an intention to seek some kind of peace,
Yeah,
solace, praise, healing, whatever you want to call it,
yeah,
you know. It's just a positive intention that they're
yeah.
seeking. And so when you have that many people on that
Like a
energy level,
happiness,
you
like
know,
some type of security, like
well, look at like Coachella or some shit.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Bunch of people like music, so like
can't
everyone
tell
goes
me
to
that
Coachella.
that isn't a fucking praise meeting.
Yeah,
Even if what they're going for is like, I
yeah.
don't even care, bro. You can have a hella godly experience rolling on some fucking Molly, and
Just chilling at
I'm
dude.
not sitting here like saying do
Yeah,
it, but
yeah.
know yourself. But all I'm saying is, I've had some crazy ass experiences, and like I've never been to Coachella. I want to. I went to Day in Vegas with my friend Linda. Bro, she put me on game. That was one of the best experiences of my life. It was so tight.
Dude, you sound like a little surfer dude. Like, it's like the best experience of my life. Like,
No, I
you
went to
sound like a
Vegas.
stoner, like beach boy.
Well, we flew in on Halloween. And then that night after we checked in, like or it was like mid afternoon, like 2 o'clock. We went shopping and then we went to a place called My Brother's Crawfish. I'm telling you, bro, little Asian girls can fucking eat some food, bro. This girl ate, I shit you not, 2 pounds of seafood.
Jesus.
I have a video of it, bro. It's ridiculous. And she ate baskets of fries and like corn dipped in like butter and bro. I was like, this is amazing. I need to document this. But so we did all that and then we went out that night and I guess I think like Cardi B was supposed to be performing at the Palms or something. And so we went down there and it's tight. Like the Palms has it blew my mind. On the outside of the actual like hotel, there's a pool and then like multiple levels of like clubs like sticking out of the hotel way high in the sky. It's crazy. I never seen nothing like that. And I took some acid with me. And so we were waiting in line and it was like this long line wrapping all the way around and through this casino. I'm sitting there and I'm like waiting for this acid to kick in. And it starts kicking in. Everything starts like sparkling and getting like crazy technicolors. And we're in line and then a ton of goth people. I'm telling you guys, it was like a stampede of goth people. I guess Marilyn Manson at a concert that night. All these vampires and like demons and shit started walking out. I was like stuck in line too. So I looked at her, I was like, yo, we've been in this line for like an hour and a half. This shit ain't going nowhere. I was like, you trying to go? She was like, yeah, fuck it. So we went to another hotel and we started playing roulette. Actually, we went to a bar because my homegirl Nicole had told me like,
I just
if you
want
go
everyone
to
to realize we went from churches to bars.
yeah. So we're sitting in this bar, and there was like a pharaoh that was like airbrushed, like a zombie pharaoh, and there was like an angel talking to the devil, and like all kind of shit at this bar. It was crazy, and there's all these crystals around us, and the bar's like kind of like floating, and it's like hung into the ceiling. It's crazy, and you have to ask for like this secret drink. And when I did, they give you like a flower. So it's like you drink a sip of the drink, you eat the flower, and then you drink the drink again. And it made my whole face go so numb. It felt like all of this just disappeared in an
Nice.
instant, bro. And I'm tripping on acid. I'm like, what the fuck? So we sit there and we have this conversation. And then we go to the casinos, and I put $50 down for each of us for roulette. Both of us walked away with over $500, bro. I've
Damn.
never played that
Nice.
in my life, bro. Like the board was like glowing, and I like knew where to bet, and like tons of people started coming up. We just started winning, and then they switched the pit boss on us or whatever, the dude at the table.
Yeah, the spinner, dude.
Yeah, and then we had to dip out because we started losing.
Yeah.
My mojo got all screwy. At first, it was
Yeah.
just this one drunk dude that had been there for God knows, he don't even know how long he'd been there, and he was talking to me because apparently there's like this glass thing, and if they pick it up, you're able to bet, but once they set it down, you got everything's locked in, right? And he was like, bro, you got to follow the butt plug because that's what it looks like. It looks like a crystal little fucking butt plug on the thing. It was hilarious though. That's how I knew he was turned up. Vegas is a
Yeah.
strange place, bro.
We need more things that like keep people like connected. Like just things that people can go to and like no matter what, there's always gonna be someone like they can like chill with and like I feel
Dude,
like in the past like year and two, there's
mhm,
been this ginormous social disconnect.
yeah,
And that's mainly because of like concerts and stuff just like being closed down. And like you don't have that natural kind of like because
assembly.
everyone's been stuck inside just worrying about what's going on and it just doesn't make people want to be social anymore, you know.
Well, I can tell you, Day in Vegas was cool because this was right. I think this was like before COVID happened or something because this
Yeah.
was like October. I want to say like 2019 or something like that,
Yeah.
Sounds about right from what I remember.
18 or something like that. And um, when the last show of the concert came on the first night, it was J. Cole because he had set up the whole thing.
Yo.
And J. Cole, like, because there were three different stages. Like, this was a huge venue. There's like three
Yeah.
different stages, I think, going at all times.
Yeah.
So everyone was kind of spread out, and they got all kinds of food. And it was fucking freezing, bro. We were waiting for this weird. There was like one dude that was like a screamo ass, like emo death metal kind of dude. I don't know who signed that fucking dude. It was weird. But anyway, you're in the middle of a desert at night, so you're fucking freezing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I want to go to Burning Man, bro.
Bro, we were hold
In a
on.
desert.
Listen, we're walking through the concert, and I turned, and there was a fucking Hennessy stand.
Yo,
I'm
what?
telling you, it was like heaven, bro. There was just this
Nice.
golden glowing stand giving out free shots of
Fucking just
Hennessy, bro. I was like, what? I was like, I'm
Yo.
freezing right now. This is so necessary. And I'd eaten a whole bunch of shrooms that morning with Linda.
Oh, you was fucked.
Yeah, so
You
we go to like this last concert, and J. Cole like calls everyone, and I'm telling you, it was like probably 3 or 4 football fields long of people just all together. And if you want to talk about like a moving experience, he sat down and gave like this speech, um, and he played "Love Yours," And I just remember like the feeling in that crowd. I will never forget the unity that I
Yeah.
felt. And it was people that, like, if you were to look at the lineup from one person to the next,
Yeah.
this is like the most ragtag collaboration of people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was just a human experience and a soul connection, and everybody just came together. And like, I think that's what we need, whether it's at church,
Yeah.
we need it in multiple places. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Well, yeah,
'Cause-
and it's even growing. I mean, it's growing to like games, Discord. I mean, VR, like all this cool stuff, and
yeah.
like it's growing. But like, there's definitely been a human humanly disconnect in the. But hopefully, it comes back, dude. I miss like how easy it was just to like talk to anyone. Like, I feel like you used to be able to say whatever joke and no one would really care. But now, like, I don't know what happened, dude. It just, I don't know.
Josh, just keep letting your dick swing. You'll be all right.
Yeah, it barely swings. It's tiny, but yeah.
That's okay. Me too, but we can hold it together, bro. All right. This silent code over here will hold it down as the anchor for our little group.
Oh
I
man.
guess that'll have to be our conclusion for this podcast episode,
All
man.
right.
Yes, sir.
But we love y'all. Sorry, Zach has just been listening in for the past like 30 minutes while me and Josh went on crazy rants about humanity.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't
That
never
was a
needed
good.
to
That
say
was a good
anything.
one, dude. I
But
don't.
just remember, anything is possible.
Oh
All
my
right.
God. You like Kenny, don't you?